Hello, this video is just a quick demonstration of PGAdmin, which is a front end to PostgresQL. PostgresQL is a relational database, a very good one, used in loads of large-scale projects. So here you can see the interface. You can add a server. You give it a human-readable name, an address, a port, usually 5432. That's the default. And you can connect to it remotely. Here I've got one already prepared. It's localhost. It's on my machine, though it doesn't have to be. You can right-click on it, press connect. Connecting is the user handrek. I'll type in my super secure password, and here we go. We're in. So this is the front end to the remote database. Here we have our tables inside the database. This database has got 3 tables. LS Caledonian archive list, match clients, tenant client list. This is for something my dad was doing. He was trying. So we had a list of clients in tenant client list and a list of archived documents in this archive list. And he had to match up all of the archived documents with these clients. And the client to archive document relationship was a one-to-many, potentially, or one-to-none, depending on the client. So one client can have many different archive documents associated with them. The same archive document may be associated with multiple different clients as well. So this was all being done in an Excel spreadsheet, but I thought a better way of representing the problem would be in a database. And if you press this button here, you can view each table. There are 3 tables, as I mentioned. You can view each table like this. It looks very similar to an Excel spreadsheet. The one we're viewing right here, is the LS Caledonian archive list. So it's a list of all the archive documents with a kind of first name, last name of the client, though only the initials in many cases, and some information which means something to my father but not to me. And here we have the tenant client list. I keep forgetting it's this button here. So this is a list of all our clients. Bear in mind here, this alias value is a unique identifier for the client, and it's unique in every row. That's very important. Just as with the LS Caledonian archive list, we have another value which is unique for every row, which is the row number. It's unique for absolutely every row, guaranteed. And the last table, which is the most interesting but also the smallest, is the matched clients. This has got 3 columns: an alias and a row number and an ID. So the alias, remember, is a value which is in the tenant client list. It's unique for every row. And the row number is a value which is unique for every row in the LS Caledonian archive list. So this is a 3rd table, which is a comparison of the 2. It's very interesting, and I'll show you how relational databases can be used to do something really cool in a second. The great thing about relational databases is that you can query them, and that's what the query builder is for. My SQL is a little rusty, but I'll show you the sort of basics that you can do. Select all, that's what asterisk means, from tenant client list. And this will give us the entire tenant client list table. If we just say select last name from tenant client list, it will only show us 1 column, and that's all the last names of all the different clients. You can specify multiple fields. You can select multiple fields. So first name, comma, last name will give us the first name and the last name of each client. Some of them don't have first names because they're a company, like JB Roney Ltd. You can also narrow it down where, for example, alias is equal to 1024. Does that exist? Okay. There is no client with the alias 10254. Let me just look one up. 178212. 178212. And that will give us precisely one client because every row has got its own unique alias, so we're guaranteed to get exactly one result. Ian Leslie Harris, there we go. Alias 178212. If we compare it with this table, you'll see. So 400603 should give us another unique one. Christine Helen Aiken. Great. Okay. So that's one way you can query the database. The second way is with a graphical query builder, which is something unique to the GUI, obviously. Databases are usually command line things. They don't necessarily have this, but this is really cool. Okay. So match clients, right? It's good practice for one of the values in a table to be unique for every row. This means that you can search the database quicker for many different reasons. It's good practice. That's why I have this ID column in the match clients database. But the alias here corresponds to the tenant client list alias here. And the row number here corresponds to the Ellis Caledonian row number here. So what that's saying is, right, this alias corresponds to this row number. Oh. So you can literally say, you can drag that here, you can say, you can drag this here. So you can say that these two are equal and these two are equal. So what you're saying is that, okay, so now that we've done that, we can display the first name, last name, and the box number. So the box number is the box in where the box where the archive data is stored. So this means we can match up the tenant alias with the box that the information is in, which is really useful. So if we generate that, we get a table. So we see Ian Leslie Aarons is in box number 11, which was archived in 2007, and the alias for that client is 178212. So you're merging the two sets of information into one table, which is really nice. And we're even doing it in this very user-friendly graphical interface. Hang on, can we move this down? Yeah, we can move this down. There we go. That's much better. Pretty cool, huh?